Hi, I'm here today to speak to you about that thing. It's a speaker, as am I. If I wanted to be more specific, I could also say it's a loudspeaker. But I could be a loudspeaker too, if I wanted. As a loudspeaker, I could say that the thing here is an active speaker. That would be a little bit more specific, which means, in short, that it's a speaker with a built-in amplifier. And that's better, because an active speaker doesn't necessarily need to be loud. So today I'd like to talk to you about what does it mean to be an active speaker. One advantage of active speakers over other kinds of speakers is that thanks to the internal amplifier, one can adjust the degree of output accordingly to one's needs. But at the end of the day, it is all a matter of power. Once it has power, you have plenty of ways to go. You could turn it up so high that you could hear its own noise, its own silence. Some speakers need a lot of power even to stay completely silent, which is a simple waste of energy. However, some speakers just need to be high on power. So, for example, when I'm not allowed to speak for no rational reason, I really feel the need to reward my environment with a little bit of accurate and constructive feedback. But this is only a reaction to these rare situations where they actually force you to keep silence. In a regular situation, once the power allows it, the speaker can be given a voice. Now, let's focus on the speakers that take power on their own. Some of them we don't like, and we call them dictators, and some of them we actually do like, and we usually call them revolutionaries. Voice is a very private social instrument of every living entity. The history of understanding that fact and disenchanting the plot of exclusion by silencing is long and painful, but for the last few hundred years think to be going at least the right direction. Now, you're dealing with an amplified voice. And one wonderful thing about amplification is that it gives you the ability. You could speak about very, very tiny things in a big way. Or you could speak about very, very big things in a tiny way, such as doom, dinosaurs, Brazil. Right now we could speak, for example, about the global warming. But in order to reach for something even more universal, lights please. Let's speak about unconditional love. Always unscripted, so unpredictable and confusing, scary, fantastic, liberating, enslaving. Is it at all possible to give answers to questions about love? What does it mean that love is unconditional? Does it mean everlasting? Does it mean strong? Does it necessarily need to go both directions? Can it possibly ever go both directions? If it doesn't, can you still believe it's really unconditional? Is it possible to be true without being faithful? And do we all like that last word just because it brings a promise of safety? Doesn't unconditional excuse a certain degree of passivity? Isn't it just an excuse for laziness and a simple promise that some things will never change? Why are we afraid of change? Is it unconditional when you know that the two of you and your God, are locked in a clash of being needed that would destroy both fractions in the very moment when one of you hesitates for the first time? Do you really need that all just to love yourself?
One new excerpt says that loving yourself begins from listening to your own voice. Whatever the truth is, do not lie to yourself. Yeah, but what is truth? There are some commonly recognized methods of testing speakers' fidelity. Fidelity means the truthfulness to the source signal. In that case, it would be me speaking. In order to assess the quality of speakers, listening tests have been introduced. If a listening test is done in such a way that the listener who is assessing the speaker has knowledge about the components or brands used, it could affect their judgment. To respond to this issue, blind tests were introduced. However, Robert Farley of the Absolute Sound magazine wrote in his 2008 editorial that, quote, blind listening tests fundamentally distort the listening process and are therefore completely worthless.
Oxford Dictionary called post-truth its word of the year. Liars.
It will come not